Y'all, they shut down TikTok. They is. I'm telling you, they is. For real, they is.
What's up, YouTube? I hope you guys are doing so good. If you're new to my channel, I am so gifted. Hey. So I wanted to go ahead and talk about this possible TikTok ban that has social media in a frenzy. Specifically, TikTok creators are in shambles. There are mixed emotions, and I want to talk about it from my point of view. So we're going to listen to what the TikTokers had to say, and I'll be chiming in with my thoughts. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so let me jump in here real quick to let y'all know that I planned on posting this video on Saturday before the ban took place, but I didn't know that ByteDance, who owns TikTok, also owned CapCut, so CapCut went down too. So so if you hear me in the video saying stuff like CapCut won't let me be great, I'm having trouble editing, I don't know what's wrong with this app, it's because the app was actually down as I was editing my video. And I really wasn't going to upload this video because we move on from topics so fast. I felt like we moved on, but me working on this video and editing it, it just took a lot out of me. It really drained me.
Today drained me.
And I don't want my hard work to go to waste, so I'm uploading it anyway.
So I'm a full-time TikToker who just signed a lease on a 3-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, and now TikTok's gonna be banned and all my income's gonna be gone the day after my lease starts. So let's talk about what's gonna happen and what's gonna happen to a lot of creators who are in a similar position. First, before I talk about my lease, did you know that there are over 7 million US businesses on TikTok and they're gonna lose over $300 million in revenue immediately after TikTok is gone?
Wow, that is insane. That's a huge impact. On this girl TikTok, her comments was going crazy, so I wanted to show some of her comments too.
These are your neighbors. These are not influencers. These are not people in LA. These are your neighbors trying to start something small. Your friend that sells lashes. Your friend that's trying to start a candle company. It's those people. Now, what's going to happen to me? Because also this lease that I live in now is going to overlap with that one. So I'm going to be paying 2 leases for a little bit just because that's the best way it could work out. And the cheapest moving quote I've gotten was $2,200. And I have a 2025 car that I just bought. So like, what am I going to do, right? Well, I'm probably going to lose everything. They're probably going to have to seize my assets. Like they might take the... Girl, please. None of that's going to happen. There's going to be a major shift, likely from what I'm seeing, from TikTok to Meta platforms. And they're already rolling out new monetization programs to help adjust with this, and a bunch of TikTok creators that will have to shuffle over there.
Okay, so this TikTok creator is basically saying that if TikTok goes away, all of her income will go away, which means to me, I'm assuming that this is her sole income. She doesn't have a side gig or she doesn't have another job. So this is scary. I mean, and there's people in her comment section basically saying like, get a real job. This commenter says, social media should be your backup funds, your savings, your fun money. I would never rely on this app. Apparently, this person who made this comment don't really know how much people on TikTok are really making. And in my opinion, this is a real job because it takes a lot to make these videos. Me getting into content creation, I did not realize how challenging it really is to get these videos done and edited, especially since I'm doing everything on my own. So yeah, social media, it is a real job and you make good money on social media, especially if you have a huge following. You get these views, you get these likes or whatever. And for people saying, you know, go get a real job like a 9-to-5, those jobs are not certain either. At any day, a company can come in and lay off their employees. It's happened several times before. I work full-time in a hospital, and at one of our hospitals, they got rid of the labor and delivery unit. So that's a layoff for all the nurses and doctors and secretaries and, you know, EVS, all the employees who work that labor and delivery floor. They possibly lost their jobs or had to be transferred out somewhere. So this can go for any job to make sure that you have a second stream of income or to make sure that you have a savings so that if something were to happen, just in case, you will be good until you're able to get back on your feet.
And yes, that includes people like me and also people like stay-at-home moms, single fathers that are using TikTok as supplemental income. Now, should I be scared about my situation specifically because I'm putting a lot of money on the line and risking everything? Yes, but I'm just not. I don't know. I feel something on my chest, just like an unwavering sense of peace through all of this, that no matter what happens, even if it does get bad, even if I do fall through on this lease because my income will be gone in one day, I feel like it's going to be fine. I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm capable, and so many of us on here are on here because we are that, including you, the viewer. Like, I feel like all of us will be okay in this, truly, and maybe I'm crazy for saying that. With almost 250,000 followers on TikTok and not even 10K on any other platform, yeah, it will hit me hard, but I feel I'll be okay. So
TikTok's getting banned, you're gonna have to get a real job. Okay, first of all, I came from a real job. I got a bachelor's degree and a master's degree just so I could work for a corporation and quickly realize, wow, I'm nothing but a number. I'm going to beg, plead, and cry for a 1% raise every week. I make $20 an hour, which totals to 2 bi-weekly paychecks of $1,200 each month. The first one went entirely to rent. The second one went to utilities, the school loans that I'm still paying off to this day, and all of the other bills that you have as a fucking adult. I quickly looked around and I said, well, fuck, I don't know how I'm going to survive. I looked in the mirror and I said, well, let's face it, Brandon, you need a side hustle. You're not that good looking. You're not really that smart. You can't sing. You can't cook. And you also aren't athletic. You know what you can do? You can fucking talk. So that's what I did. I downloaded this app because I heard people were making money off of it. And I said, how the fuck can people monetize off of a clock app? And I studied this app religiously. I downloaded it in January 2021, way later than everyone else. I said, I'm going to try to make it on this. From January 2021 to October 2021, I sat on this app and posted 2 videos every single day. I didn't want to. I went to work at 7 a.m. on the bus. I got home at 6 p.m. When I cooked dinner, I said, okay, before I can go and relax, I need to think of 2 videos to make because I need fucking money. And that's what I did for 9 months, and I didn't see a fucking penny.
And that's another thing that I'm noticing about TikTok. It's really raw and unfiltered, and you can really speak how you feel. People really be cussing up a storm on TikTok. You can't do this on no other app. You can't do this on Facebook or YouTube. They'll demonetize your channel. They'll put you in Facebook jail. You say something they don't like you saying. They'll keep you from going live on IG if you say something wrong. So that's another reason why people are upset about TikTok, because you can speak freely without being censored. There's so much censorship.
Then I got a brand deal that totaled the exact same paycheck amount that I was getting from the corporation that I was working for. And I said, holy fuck, if I go at this, I could eventually maybe quit my full-time job and then do TikTok full-time and create all of my income off of that. So I went from working a corporate job that I was miserable at, serving the big man that I was miserable doing, to now being able to afford my own apartment and nice things. So what exactly is a real job to you? Because from where I come from, a job is doing a service for someone and getting paid for it. And that's how I make my money. I make advertisements for brands that ask me to make advertisements for them. I'm doing a brand a service when I post for them on my page. That is a job, okay? The same way that a realtor doesn't make money if they don't sell a house is the same way I don't make money if I don't land a brand deal. And how do I land brand deals? By constantly coming up here on this app every single day, creating authentic content, and hoping that I can build a community of engaged followers that support me and will want to listen to me. The fact that we have come to a point in life where we are all so collectively miserable that we look forward to an app being banned that currently employs 2 million people, several people that work for ad agencies, has changed the trajectory of small businesses, is really, really sad. And guess what? Let's say that the app is banned, and let's say that I have to go back to a real job, which I know how to work, because unlike your narrowed viewpoint, not every influencer is a Nepo baby. Some of us actually worked hard to get here, even though you don't consider it work. But yeah, let's say the app gets banned, I'll go back to work and get a real job. And guess what? You're still not going to be happy at the end of the day, because if you are the type of person who needs other people to be miserable in order for you to feel comfort in your own misery, that is a disease that unfortunately has no cure. Thank you.
Facts. He told no lies. To see all the people out here just rooting for someone else's downfall, it really is weird.
It's really not fair that they're banning TikTok, and I know it's dramatic as hell that I'm crying, but I just seen the video of the girl that made the renegade dance. And I'm crying because I read a comment that was like the algorithm saying goodbye to us. And I've been noticing that a lot over the past week. Like, all the trends that came in the beginning are coming back. And it just makes me really sad, because it genuinely feels like our parents just came in the middle of a school year and said, yeah, forget all your friends, forget all the hard work that you did at this school, forget everything that you did. You're going to have to start from scratch. And it sucks, because it's beyond TikTok dances. It's beyond all of that. We have put Black culture on a stage that everybody can appreciate.
Exactly. American culture, especially Black American culture, the impact that we have in this world is astronomical. Nobody can deny that. From fashion, music, sports, literature, art, and film, nobody can deny it. American Black culture is, the shit. I don't care where you are, where you go, you will see the influence of American Black culture everywhere, period.
Y'all have shown me things about psychology and my family and my friends and myself that I would have never learned in this lifetime. Like, I don't really know, and I know it sounds dramatic to say I don't know what I'm going to do without TikTok, but like, bro, I really don't know who I'm going to be without TikTok, because a large part of who I have become in the last 6 years and a large part of my growth has come from a lot of the stuff I've learned off of this app. And I really hate to say goodbye.
Sorry, I have to get this off my chest, because if I see one more influencer basically crying about the TikTok ban and them losing their job, I'm gonna lose it! Be so fucking for real!
Be so fucking for real? Okay, girl. Y'all see the influence though? Do you see the influence?
Okay, you are actually
So I haven't been posting consistently, mainly because there's a lot going on. Like, I get a new Trump headline every day, and then I want to put my 2 cents on the Travis Hunter situation and the Luigi situation. Like, there's a lot of headlines going around right now, so it becomes overwhelming when I have my personal life to tend to, and I also want to talk about things on TikTok. Nevertheless, I made time today to speak about this dumb bitch, because people with this opinion, and especially people bold enough to put this opinion online, fucking piss me off. I will always be in disagreement with the people that are like, oh, it's just an app. Just go get a job. You'll be fine. It's just an app. Why are you freaking out? Like, this app hasn't fucking changed people's lives in the last 4 years. I'm a great rebuttal to that dumbass video because I work over 50 hours a week. I am in the workforce heavily. I will be amazing with or without TikTok, and I'm still pissed off about it potentially being banned. 1, because it's definitely against the First Amendment rights and our freedom of speech, and 2, because I make money off this app, and 3, because I see other people making money off this app, or 4, people not making money off this app and just enjoying it, or 5, people just wanting to have fucking TikTok, and they're upset that it's being taken from them. And they have the right to express their anger. And your dumbass is on here like, oh, just go get a 9 to 5 like a normal person. There were people before TikTok that were about to unalive themselves because of how unhappy, and how unfulfilled that 9 to 5 made them feel. TikTok came along. They took a chance, became content creators. They could leave that bullshit 9 to 5, that dead end 9 to 5 that wasn't paying them shit, wasn't allowing them to move closer to achieving their dreams and achieving their goals, but they're closer to it now because of TikTok. And your dumbass is on here like, just go get a 9 to 5. Like, that's a fucking, y'all piss me off with this opinion. It's the same motherfuckers that'll be like, oh, if TikTok goes away, just go get a 9 to 5. You're so weird. But then when they're 50 and 60 years old and they're looking back on their life, they're going to be the same. I guarantee you, they're going to be the same motherfuckers that are like, life was boring. I should have done more. I didn't make many friends. I didn't go on a lot of trips. I don't have a lot of memories because you just went and got the 9 to 5 and stayed in your little lane and yada, yada, yada. Fuck that. Fuck that and fuck her. Fuck that and fuck her. Let me talk to the people that understand what I'm saying. If you have been on this app since 2020 like I have, or even after that, or maybe even before that, and TikTok is dear to you, that's the only reason you need. You don't need validation from the biggest content creator, the person with the smallest page, anybody in between, people off TikTok. You don't need any validation. The only thing you need to understand is, hey, TikTok is important to me. This app has made an impact in my life. So regardless of what anybody else thinks, I'm gonna voice my opinion on why I want this app to stay. That's all you need. You don't need a community of people shouting with you or anything like that. If TikTok is important to you, TikTok is important to you, just like it's important to millions of other people. And that's all that fucking matters. I guess I get so passionate about this because I grew up around closed-minded people who would try to make fun of you when you did anything outside of the norm. So no way in hell am I going to be here X amount of years later on TikTok seeing everybody post their creativity and their true opinions on things and being their true authentic self. The people that are brave enough to be real on this app instead of the fake shit that we see, to the people that are brave enough to be on this app. I can't sit here in silence and just let the other people call you weird for being your true self. I grew up around that shit and I hate that shit. Fuck the norm.
Wow, he is going in and bro is telling no lies. He is spitting all facts. Like, I didn't understand TikTok, and if you watch previous videos of mine, you know that I've already said I just pretty much discovered what TikTok was all about probably 2 months ago. Before, I just thought it was just like dances and viral dances and skits and all this other stuff, and I didn't really feel the need for TikTok because I had IG and I had Facebook and now YouTube Shorts, so you can watch a lot of the stuff that go viral and funny on TikTok. It will come over to Instagram, and I also felt a little overstimulated with all these social media apps and trying to check each one and what's going on each one, so I just didn't feel like I needed TikTok. But when I started getting creative and wanted to go to TikTok for inspiration and stories and talk about real stories and bring them to my channel instead of talking about celebrity gossip, celebrity news, because there's already a lot of celebrity gossip channels out there. So I wanted to do something different, like talk about real life stories, maybe some true crime or something like that. So I would go over to TikTok for those stories, because it seems like all of the stories like that go viral is going viral from people telling their story on TikTok. And when I got to TikTok, y'all, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that I missed out. I feel like I missed out all these years on TikTok, because there are real everyday people on these apps telling their stories, doing their skits, cooking, playing instruments. There's raw talent, people on here singing, people knitting, people showing their hobbies. And I can understand why so many people go to social media, because it's like people say, well, don't overshare on social media. Don't tell your business on social media. The whole purpose of people being on TikTok, in my opinion, is community. There are so many people out here who are looking for their communities. And unfortunately, your inner circle in your personal lives, sometimes they don't understand you. They're not interested in what you're interested in. And, sometimes you want to, like me, I will go and want to talk to somebody about being a content creator and my challenges. And sometimes don't nobody want to hear that shit. So that made me understand why so many people go to social media. They go to social media to, commune. They go to social media to, communicate with people who share their same interests. It's not just about, some viral dances and stuff like that. And I realized that. And there are so many businesses on here that are making money, you guys. I know that I started my own business, and people would tell me, you should go to TikTok. And I'm like, for what? I can barely get through these Instagram reels. I don't know what to do. It's so overwhelming. But had I known that, I probably would have got on TikTok a long time ago with my own business. And people are literally on here just selling their stuff. And I always hear about TikTok shop. I'm like, what is that? And then, y'all, I just decided to really click on TikTok and see where the people are selling stuff and see what it means to be like a TikTok shop. I'm so behind on this, y'all. It's so funny. I'm so behind, but I clicked on it and you can literally just buy stuff right there from the TikTok app. Like, it seems, self-explanatory, but like I said, I don't be on social media like this. I'm just scrolling and liking. I'm not really delving into, it until I decided that I wanted to make this a business or understand what TikTok was all about. So yeah, I feel like this ban is not good. It is going to affect so many people. And let's just get back into what bro was talking about. We'll talk at the end. We're going to talk at the end.
Fuck the norm. Some of my friends have fucking unalived themselves, bro. Because they stuck to the norm over and over and over again, and eventually they felt like there wasn't a way out except for unaliving themselves. I have lost people I care about because they feel like they have to stay in this fucking sphere. So no, you're not weird for shouting about wanting to stay on this app and wanting to keep creating and wanting to keep making income, and to the small businesses and the people that have changed their entire fucking life on this app. You are not the strange one. Don't let some dumb fucking post like this shit have you thinking that, oh, I'm out of pocket for voicing my concern about TikTok. No, you're not out of pocket. You're not out of pocket. You're right where you're supposed to be. Pissed off like the rest of us. Me personally, between 20 and 2024, I've learned a lot of shit from TikTok. Despite the money I've made, it's there. Trust me. It has been a very lucrative app for me. But despite the money I've made, I've learned a lot of shit. My eyes have been open to a lot of shit. I've expanded who I am as a person because of this app. Not entirely because of this app, but a huge chunk of my growth is because of the experiences this app has led to. I've met important people in my life now because of our connection through TikTok. I can't tell you how many times I've been in public and people say, "You're that guy from TikTok. You had the animal voiceover videos. You had that rant. You're on your workout shit. I recognize you from that. That's cool to me." You mean to tell me I can walk outside and people recognize and respect me just because of what I posted on an app? Keep this fucking app forever. I just genuinely look at the people that are like, "Oh, y'all are bitching about the TikTok ban. Just go get a 9 to 5 and shit." Like, I work over 50 hours a week, bro. I'm in the workforce. So tell that shit to me. Tell that shit to me. Tell me to go get a job then. You see how that unfucking work? You see how fucking judgmental and the assumptions y'all make, bro. Oh, they're only mad because TikTok is their only stream of income and they don't want to go get a real job. Like, what if it is their only stream of income? What the fuck is wrong with that? What, they're not outside fucking constructing bridges with their bare hands, so they're not important to you? It's somebody's stream of income. It's somebody's means to a quality life. So what the fuck are you mad about? Because they're making money? And it might be easier than the way you're making money? Let me tell you something. Creating content is not easy. That's another reason why I don't be posting back to back. I ain't got the time.
This is facts. Content creation and editing these videos and doing everything on your own, it is not easy. It is so hard. Like right now, as I'm trying to edit this video in CapCut, I don't have access to my music or my stickers. I don't know what the hell I did wrong or what just happened, but it's saying network error, try again later. So now I'm so annoyed because this video is not going to come out when I wanted it to. So yeah. It's hard, especially if you work full-time and have a family. And I see why people really quit their 9 to 5s to do social media full-time, because it's a lucrative business. And especially if you can do something that you love, do something that's fun. Even though this, being on social media, making these videos, going through all this stuff with comments and people dragging you and people not liking and people talking mess about you. It's just like, I just had a comment on one of my other videos where somebody said, "You talk too much, get to the point." And I did let that affect me. So when I'm doing my videos after that, I'm like, okay, let me not ramble so much and let me just get straight to the point. But hell, what the hell? This is my channel. Fast forward or get off the channel or unsubscribe, whatever you want to do. This is my channel. Like, you can't let people get into your head. And they probably just over here on my channel talking shit, didn't even subscribe. So yes, it is not easy. It is very challenging and it can be emotionally draining for the content creator. And I also can see how people, hire someone to edit their videos and all this. It really is a lot that goes into this, especially if you care about what you're putting out. So yeah, he is absolutely correct. Everything that he's saying, I agree with. Everything.
Between tending to my loved ones and tending to my dogs and taking care of my real life shit, I post on this motherfucker when I got time. But some people, they got it on their calendar. Hey, 3 hours today, we gonna spend on TikTok creating this. You know how many musical artists are finally in the spotlight because of this app? They would still be fucking local, posting on SoundCloud without this app. And you're sitting here like, oh, why are they pressed about? Shut the fuck up.
Hello? Haro? Hibachi Benihana Teriyaki.
The government think we pussy? Nah, all jokes aside. The government think we pussy or some shit? What you mean? Y'all don't like TikTok, so no more TikTok. Who the fuck is y'all niggas? You telling me January 19th at 12 o'clock TikTok not gonna be on my phone? Are you good? I'm not jacking it. I don't believe that shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even in denial. I just know they not about that, bro. They not finna take this shit, bro. You know who we got young niggas. You thought them white people that ran up in the Capitol in January of last year was crazy? Don't even worry about it. We got young niggas and shiesties. We got the shiesty boys. Talking about it's a national security threat coming from outside the country. Oh, you want a national security threat in the country? Take TikTok off my phone. Take TikTok off niggas' phones. You gonna see a beamer flying into the White House. I scroll on TikTok before I go to sleep. I scroll on TikTok when I wake up. I scroll on TikTok while I'm driving. What the fuck you want me to do if you take TikTok? Y'all think we fun? We not fun. Y'all not finna just take this shit. Okay, what the fuck I'm gonna do with my time? Be productive? It's not fun, bro. This not Flappy Bird. This ain't none of that. This TikTok, bitch. Y'all take this shit away, the whole country finna look like California. We gonna light it on fire. Oh, China gonna get our data. Bitch, I'm a creator on the app. They got my social. I'll go give them my data. I don't give a fuck.
Niggas think they finna take this shit from me. They must not have seen my For You page. I built this shit. Me. Brick by brick. And I'll be damned if I let y'all tear it down just cause y'all don't like the way another nigga look.
So you're telling me 170 million people want to keep something, but 9 U.S. justices say no. So it's 150 million versus 9, and the 9 win. Are you sure this is a free country?
I just love watching everyday people who once thought they were nobodies turning into somebodies because they put themselves in front of everybody on social media. And then when they get the realization that they've always been infinitely powerful and beautiful and seen, it just wasn't time for them to be revealed. It don't take TV no more. It doesn't take Hollywood. It doesn't take anything special or spectacular. All it takes is you to be you.
Get on here and celebrate TikTok getting banned because influencers can now get real jobs. You're not celebrating Alex Earl getting poor. Like, she's not gonna ever be poor. She wasn't even poor before TikTok. It's like you're celebrating people like myself who are first-gen students who use TikTok to pay for their college tuition. Now it's getting banned, I'm now like, wow, like I don't have that source of income to completely cover my expenses. TikTok pays for tuition, my rent, my groceries, my gas, my car, like it pays for everything for me. So you guys celebrating that, you're celebrating potentially some single mothers who were in abusive situations, who were able to save enough from TikTok to step away from that abuse. That's what you're celebrating. Celebrating small business owners who didn't have enough clientele to stay open. Someone went in there, posted one TikTok video, went viral, now their business is booming. I've seen that happen to so many businesses on TikTok. And even just my city alone. I think you understand, like Alex Earl and Monet are not going to be poor now. Monet and Alex, yes, they work for their platform, but they're also well known enough by just their name that people follow them on every other social platform. So they are not going to be poor. It's going to be people like myself that will suffer. It's small creators like myself who don't have a name, who can't just tell my followers, go follow me on Instagram, and they'll do so. So just remember what you're celebrating.
Influencers aren't out of touch for crying about the TikTok ban. You're out of touch for not realizing this is a real industry. You're out of touch for not realizing that social media is one of the only female-dominated spaces where women run this shit. Y'all cry about women's rights and women supporting women, yet women on this app are the first ones crawling to Reddit to complain about their favorite influencers, ripping them apart in their comments, saying they're so excited that they're gonna have to get real jobs now. You want to support women, and yet you're the first ones to discredit all of the work women do. And let's take a step back for a minute. You also don't realize how many people that are invisible behind the scenes that you don't even realize work at TikTok, work on campaigns, work with agencies, work in advertising, that are about to lose their jobs in an already impossible job market. You don't want to see women have autonomy over their schedules, be able to be the breadwinners of their families, have the freedom to leave really bad situations. Normal consumers and normal people in the job market are struggling to find work because we're all getting laid off left and right. I know I was laid off twice. Only 1% of your favorite influencers, ones that you built up only to bring back down, are the ones bringing in those $1 million paychecks. They're okay seeing moms that are able to support their kids, leave toxic environments. You built their confidence up. You rallied for their success, losing everything because you don't really want to see them succeed.
This creator is saying randomly crying on a Wednesday night over an app seems delusional until you remember that this app helped you get closer to God, build community, share the gospel, make others smile, be more comfortable with expressing yourself, gain health skills, realize your passions, and so much more. Yeah, that's so true. This app really has changed a lot of people's lives and for the better.
Well, that's my life. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, because I know I did.
I can't wait for all these creators to have to go back and get real jobs. I'm glad they shut TikTok down. I've been seeing these comments on TikTok and all other social media platforms. People obviously don't know how much work it takes to grow on TikTok and be successful on TikTok. Like, just because you clock into your job and your boss tell you exactly what you need to do, don't make you better than somebody who has to literally be creative every single day. They have to come up with ideas. They have to write scripts. They got to know how to film the video. They got to edit the video. To be informational. They got to make it engaging. They got to make it entertaining. And they got to do this every single day, multiple times a day. People are coming up with skits within hours of the news, within the first hour, actually. I can only speak for myself, but I know anytime I'm going throughout the day, I see something or I think of something, I go straight to my notes and be like, okay, make sure I remember this because this could be a good skit, or this could be a good talking point. This could be a good topic. And a lot of those people who say that stuff, they are the people that fail to become content creators. They gave up too early. They thought it was going to be easy because they saw somebody else doing it. And then when they tried it, they realized, oh, this shit take a lot of work. I ain't gonna worry about it. But then they want to be negative, and then they start hating because they see other people succeeding when they couldn't. And then they talk about, oh, I'm glad they got to get real jobs. Brother, this is a real job. Just because you didn't succeed and you gave up, or you didn't even start, why are you hating on somebody else who put in years and years of work to build up and be able to do whatever they want to do and earn an income from it? Why y'all mad at that?
That's facts, because it does seem like it's a lot of jealousy out here. You know, people mad that TikTokers are really getting a bag off of what they're doing, which they feel like they're not doing enough or it's not a real job. So yeah, everything he's saying is facts. But let's go ahead and get into what the CEO from TikTok had to say. I think he made this announcement the other day sometime, but his name is Sho, so we're going to listen to him.
Hi everyone, it's Sho here. As you know, we have been fighting to protect the constitutional right to free speech for the more than 170 million Americans who use our platform every day to connect, create, discover, and achieve their dreams. On behalf of everyone at TikTok and all our users across the country, I want to thank President Trump for his commitment to work with us to find a solution that keeps TikTok available in the United States. This is a strong stand for the First Amendment and against arbitrary censorship. As we've said, TikTok is a place where people can create communities, discover new interests, and express themselves, including over 7 million American businesses who earn a living and gain new customers using our platform. We are grateful and pleased to have the support of a president who truly understands our platform, one who has used TikTok to express his own thoughts and perspectives, connecting with the world and generating more than 60 billion views of his content in the process. To all American users, thank you for making our TikTok community such a rich and vibrant space, for surprising and delighting us every day. Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to ensure our platform thrives as your online home for limitless creativity and discovery, as well as a source of inspiration and joy for years to come. Thank you. More to come.
Y'all, so I have so much more to say, but as I'm editing this video, still editing this video because CapCut won't let me be great, I just got the notification, or my auntie just told me that TikTok was banned. So I went to my TikTok app, and this is the notification that I'm receiving. It's saying, sorry, TikTok isn't available right now. A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the US. Unfortunately, that means that you can't use TikTok for now. We are fortunate that President Trump has indicated that he will work with us on a solution to reinstate TikTok once he takes office. Please stay tuned. Y'all, I had so much more to talk about with this conversation, but now I am just like shook because I wasn't expecting for this to happen. I really was not expecting for TikTok to go dark. I just thought that something will happen to where they, delayed it, or I don't know. I can't believe that this app went dark like this, y'all. Yeah, I'm shook a little bit. I just hope that everybody who's affected by this TikTok ban just be patient, chill out. Don't do nothing stupid. Don't crash out. Don't do anything harmful to yourself, because a lot of the videos that I did see, people really dependent on this app, and just the thought of uncertainty and not knowing what's next or not knowing what will happen, it's not a good feeling. So I'm sure that there's a lot of people, millions of people out there who are uncertain right now, and I feel like this is not like any other app. This is not like us losing MySpace and losing Vine. Like, I feel like it's a lot more to TikTok, really. I don't know if people was getting paid off of MySpace or Vine. I'm not absolutely sure, because as you can tell, I'm social media savvy, but not really. But so I don't know if they were monetized, you know, MySpace and Vine and stuff like that. But TikTok people was really making an honest living off of this app. And yeah, like I said, I'm at a loss for words because I can't believe that it went through. I really didn't think it was going to go through. Like, I didn't think that they were going to go dark. But people are speculating on social media that Trump, or they're doing this with Trump so that he can look like some sort of a hero when he reinstates TikTok. So that would be, you know, helpful to him in his presidential campaign or whatever the hell going on right now. I don't even know. But hopefully that is the case, because I wouldn't want all these people losing their income, you know, off of this app. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Don't forget to drop your city, your state, your location. I want to know where in the world this video reaches. And let's chop it up in the comment section down below. Also, how do you feel about this TikTok ban? And thank you so much for all of the new subscribers. Like I said in my previous video, I was trying to reach at least 400 subscribers by the end of December, and I have surpassed that. Let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so that we can continue growing and I can find my community here on YouTube. But thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate you. Peace.